I think polygamy is over exaggerated, and it's actually not that bad. What? Look, Sean, to put the situation at hand, it really helps everyone who was involved in that situation, so that everybody doesn't feel heartache, depression, or loneliness. And it solves everything with the parties involved in that situation. Okay? No, it doesn't. You get? Oh, really? Well, that's what you think, Sean. Right, boss? No, Brian. I don't agree with you. Huh? Because I kinda agree with Sean. Why? Let's just say someone is alright being in this polygamistic relationship that you say so. You think that they'd be alright to tell anyone about it? Oh yeah, I didn't think about that. Seriously, Boyle, what made you think to bring this up today? Well, because it was the main focus of Kanojo mo Kanojo. Kanojo mo Kanojo? Who in their right mind would write proudly about polygamistic relationships? You motherfucker. We ain't living for that. Yeah. How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the video. Now, before we start the video, I want to say thank you to you guys for the views on our last video, as we broke 1000.4k views and not receive any subscribers, but still thank you. So before we begin, I'd kindly like to ask you to subscribe to the channel, as it really helps us grow and try new things. So please subscribe to the channel, as you'll be helping a small person grow big and try new things. Right, you ready, Sean? Sean? Of all the series that came out this season, you chose this bastard's work, Boyle! I don't choose what we review, the boss does! I kinda like it, and the OP is kinda catchy, you know? On this episode's Reason to Watch, we're going to be talking about this season's most anticipated animes to be shown. Kanojo mo Kanojo was Kanojo mo Kanojo was published on March 4, 2020 to Shonen Magazine, where it was picked up by Tenzaku Productions to be adapted in anime format. Really fortunate for the author Hiroyuki Sensei to have his work adapted again. Sean, I'm gonna regret asking this, but I gotta ask, what is your beef with Hiroyuki Sensei? Beef? Oh, I'll tell you what my beef is with this bastard! Boss? Do you know why Sean hates Hiroyuki Sensei? It's because Hiroyuki Sensei wrote Our Girl, Dojin Works, and Mangakan. Oh, okay, no, okay. Okay, Sean. But what do you think about this series? This series is great, and I'll tell you about it in StoryTime. Huh? Like this bastard's previous work, he is known for using a multi-character narrative structure when it comes to writing his series. But when it comes to this series, he takes a realistic approach than the usual perverted take to comedy that he is so synonymous for when it comes to this series. But don't get me wrong, this series has a lot of perverted jokes and violence to men. So to those who are a feminist, this is a series for you if you want to beat up men. But it handles it in a more realistic form than his usual satiric approach. For instance, the sleeping together scene from chapter 4 or episode 2 for those who not read the manga and prefer to see the anime instead. Read a book for Christ's sake, man. It plays out more realistically to the situation at hand. From Saki's misunderstanding to Nagisa's action that caused the misunderstanding, feels like something that can happen to anyone in those situations. Unlike this scene from this bastard's other works. But not only that, the characters that are written in this series, which we'll talk about later in this video, felt familiar to other characters that he has written before, but better in every single way. Which is why I am pissed, because if he can create amazing characters and write very realistic storylines, why the hell is this bastard creating these abominations? Answer me, you bastard! You good, Sean? Now I can understand your hatred for Hiroyuki Sensei. Thank you, Boyo, for hearing me out. It really means a lot. But still, this proves my point that polygamy is the solution to all relationships. Are you not going to hit me? No, I'm not. I'm going to let divine intervention handle you. Yeah, whatever. Okay. On to the characters of this series. Okay, before we continue on with the video, I would like to give a special thank you to the Kanojo Reddit community, as they helped us a lot with the research when it came to writing the script and understanding the series and how it came, where it began. So I'd like to say thank you to the moderators and everybody in the community for helping me with my research and also helping me with making this video. So special shout out. I'll leave a link down in the description or maybe up there for you to check them out or join, as it's very informational and for people who wants to know a lot about the series. And also, since you already reached this part of the video, I would also like to remind you to also subscribe to the channel, as it helps a lot and helps us grow. Okay, Brian, take it away. You got it, boss. Right, before I start talking about the characters, I gotta ask you both something. Of the 4 girlfriends, who would you want to have a relationship with? Because if it's me, it's Nagisa, hands down. No questions, Nagisa for me. Well, since you asked, Brian, it's Shino for me. And that's all I can say. Okay, boss. Shawnee boy. Knowing you, you're like the boss. So, you two are Rika. Huh? Rika. Really? I wasn't expecting that. Anyway, before I get lost in topic, let's start things off with the most annoying girlfriend and everyone's least favorite girlfriend, Saki Saki. By God, is she annoying. Not only is she on the cover of the first manga, she is the protagonist's main girlfriend, which means she should be a well-written character. Right? Right? Wrong! Because she's the most unappealing dim-witted, lazy-written character! Oh, it's true, love. It's damn true. Look, I understand that she is a tsundere. She's a tsundere. But here's the thing. Tsunderes are supposed to be charming to a point. From their mannerisms, arrogance, bashfulness, anger, and the iconic Urusai line. See, these are the characteristics that make them adorable. But despite Saki having these characteristics, she is still mediocre. Well said, but Saki is the most lazy written character to ever be created by Hiroyuki Sensei. And he is known for creating iconic tsunderes. But as for the voice cast, you say...
It's not bad.
Thank you, Vanos. Because the voice actress' portrayal of Saki was redeeming. But don't get it twisted. She is still a lazy written character. Now, who are these redeeming voice actors? Well, let me introduce you to them. For the original voice of Saki, it's the chaotic Ayane Sakura. And as for Saki's dubbed voice, what do you know? It's again by the ever so promiscuous Brittany Lauda.
Well, we always like to check out, well, it's Matt's first con, so I always like to check out the artist alley and see any cool...
Right, now that we're done talking about everyone's least favorite girlfriend, we can finally start talking about the third best girlfriend in this series. The one and only Rika Hoshizaki.
そうだ。この超絶可愛い人気配信者ミリカ様がお前の3人目の彼女になってやるぞ。
Now, when we first see Rika, she is very standoffish, as what she does to Naoya and the girls was just to seek attention from them, because she didn't care about their two-timing relationship. But that all changed in one moment.
高校生の彼女が5万人もの登録者を集めるのにどれだけ努力があったか。撮影してるところも並大抵じゃなかった。本人が決めたことです。そりゃ俺も彼女に帰ってもらうためにテントを撤去したり迷惑はかけましたが、いくらなんでも動画の削除はやりすぎです。ここは俺が守る。
Because that's when she realized her feelings, and also when she leapt into all our hearts. Now, don't just take my word for it. Sean, what made me have feelings for Rika was not her looks, nor her personality. It was her unrelenting passion. You see, unlike the other girls, who are too timid to express their feelings until being coaxed to do so, but not Rika, as she never doubted herself for 1 second on her feelings, as she strives to prove and show that she is genuine on how she feels. And that's why I fell for Rika. Which is why she is perfectly portrayed by her voice actresses. For Rika's original voice, it is by the Dere mistress herself, Ayane Taketatsu.
仕方ないでしょ。あの子たちあんたが死ぬんじゃないかってくらい心配してたんだから。そうよ。つまり私たちが払ったも同然よ。はい、なんでしょう。ファイクウェイ 22？ 明野さんばかりずるいです。先輩、先日の治療を一気に数日分行い。平田くん、お待たせ。早く行こう。なお、優待者と同じクラスメートが不正解した場合、答えを無効として受け付けない。おとなしくしなさい。脱がせづらいでしょうが。絶対何か勘違いしてるわよね。それに、体の方大丈夫なの？無茶しない方が。本当に？もちろんだよ。また一緒にやろうよ。地味な格好して女子高生やる意味あんの？はぁ？関係ないでしょ。ごちそうさま。あんまジロジロ見ないでよ。はい。新刊ライブの皆さんの演奏を聞いて感動しました。ここが鹿田駄菓子ね。ねえ、ようさんはどこ？もちろん。だって有名人だもの。自己紹介。私は次第。次の方どうぞ。今日はどうされましたか？あら、お腹が痛い。
And as for Rika's dubbed voice, it's by the purist herself, Megan Shipman.
Look into the future and tell me where all the answers will be. Hamburg steak? We're gonna have Papa famous Hamburg steak for dinner tonight! Yippee!
Mainly because if you don't start doing it, you'll just kind of always want to do it.
Okay, guys, come on, let's move on, alright? Now that we're done talking about the third best girlfriend in the series, let's talk about everyone's favorite girlfriend of the series, Nagisa Minase.
私
Oh, where do I begin with Nagisa? Well, I can say one thing, that she has a lot of familiar traits to other wholesome characters, but written better. Though she may look wholesome at times, but that doesn't define Nagisa, because she is more than just one thing. You see, even how kind she is, Nagisa can be possessive. Even being shy doesn't stop Nagisa from being bold. And even knowing what she's doing isn't right doesn't change Nagisa's resolve. Her tenacity and spirit is truly mesmerizing. That's why I fell for her. Because I know when I'm feeling down or unmotivated that she'll be there to brighten up my day with her warm smile. That's why I fell for her. When it came to casting Nagisa, they pulled out all the stops to finding that right voice, which they picked the perfect voice actresses for Nagisa. For the original voice of Nagisa, it's everyone's sweetheart, Azumi Waki.
助けてくれたのがレインでよかった。私は奏。見ての通り猫霊族だよ。裸しませんよ、この地上エルフ。えらい。ちゃんと朝から登校してるね。塾までデートしようよ。お帰りなのじゃ。遅くまでお仕事お疲れ様じゃ。お帰りなのじゃ。いってらっしゃいませ。二度とお帰りにならないでくださいね。何するんですか？大丈夫で ですか。デビューさせてあげるって女の子を騙したりするんでしょ。ありがとうございます。はい。フィナです。私はあなたが嫌いです。迷惑なので近づかないでください。
お嬢様、一体何をされているのですか？全く意味がわかりませんし、根本的に間違っているような気がしますが。
はい、見ててくださいね。喫茶黒猫亭へようこそ。シャンして、って髪乾かしてって時にピンポンって来て、ストーンだったんですよ、私。やばいと思って。
And as for Nagisa's dubbed voice, it's the angel of convincing Madeleine Morris.
I have to know. How did I come to be locked in this room like that? Please, I have to know. I have to know.
Oh, crap.
Okay, now that we're done talking about the three girlfriends, the annoying girlfriend, the third best girlfriend, and the best girlfriend, I think it's time we talked about the majority of the community and people considered to be the best girlfriend, Shino Kiryuu.
他の子のことなんて見ないで。
Shino first appeared in the beginning chapters or episode 1 of the anime as Saki's best friend. Then she started appearing in a handful of chapters or episodes again, for those who've not read the manga, as a side character, to eventually entering our hearts with her confession. You see, when we first met Shino, I thought that she was going to be your typical last-minute love interest who falls in love with the character near the end of the series, but has a hard time expressing how she feels because she doesn't know how to emote her emotions. Basically, what I'm saying is I thought she was going to be a kundari, which is something very popular that I know this bastard would do. But man, was I wrong. Because lads, unlike Saki, Rika, and Nagisa's reasons for falling in love with Naoya, doesn't hold in comparison to Shino. You see guys, Shino was there from the very beginning, before Naoya and Saki became a couple. Shino was there to witness Naoya confessing his feelings to Saki, who always rejected him. Shino was there when Naoya showed her how honest of a man he is. And Shino was there when she realized the feelings she has for Naoya could jeopardize the friendship she built with Saki. Did the one thing that any person in this world would do in that situation. She buried those feelings deep in her heart to not hurt the ones she cares for the most. I know from Boyo's description of her characterization, Shino feels like an actual person that you can meet anywhere in the world and instantly fall in love with. That's why she is considered to be the best girlfriend in this series, and why majority of people consider her to be their favorite. Is that why you fell for her, boss? Well, yes, but also no. You see, I didn't fall for her because she was realistic. That wasn't the reason why I fell for her. The reason why I can relate to Shino's unrequiredness. That's why I fell for her. But that's all I'm going to say about it. Okay, boss. That's why they just couldn't cast any normal voice actress to be Shino. They needed someone to bring out that realistic feeling of holding your feelings in your heart, not telling someone how you really felt, which they succeeded. So they picked the very best in the industry for Shino's original voice by the lady with a million tongues, Rie Takahashi.
でも私は美精霊の子たちとも契約してるから、その子たちとだって戦えるし、何があってもスバルを守ってあげる。天地の法を封印すれど、我は万象将軍の断り、エクスプロージョン頑張ってたね。握力のやつ貸してってことだったんだけど、私の手握り足りなかった？わかったにゃん。それでその後は？それから補給線を見直し、兵の士気をできるだけ高く維持し続けて。今日お父さんの仕事聞かれてね、働いてるよって答えた。無職って働いてない人だよね。おはようございます、先輩。マシキリエライト到着しました。かっこいい。私も知りたい。和也くんの誕生日。あれ？勝利さんを知ってるんだ。じゃあ話が早いね。私はフータオ、王城堂の同種。
And as for Shino's dubbed voice, it's the seductress, Elizabeth Maxwell.
Me? I'm just another ordinary person. Church, work, I just do what I have to do. Each of the sisters is worse than the next. If it's not about prayer, then it's about choir or some other thing I'm supposed to participate in.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth Maxwell, and I have voiced various roles from Persona 5, My Hero Academia, Attack on Titan, and many, many more than I can list right now.
Hi, it's me again. I'd just like to remind you, if you reached this part of the video, to consider subscribing to the channel since you reached this part of the video, and also to turn on notification to get notified on our latest video, unlike my cousin Priya, as it helps us reach our goal and also grow our channel. So please consider subscribing to the channel. Now if you excuse me, I have a new script to work on. So, you want to know what I think about Naoya? I think he's a great guy. Yeah, I agree with the boyo statement there. Listen, as much as it pains me to say this because it's his character, I really think Naoya is a great guy. And he's an amazing character. He's honest, smart, dependable, hardworking, and loyal. The things that women look for in a man. Which is something I can't believe that this bastard creates when you're high on something. You see, Hiroki Sensei has written a character like Naoya before. Remember Yuki Aito?
Sena-chan, 僕セナちゃん一人に辛い思いはさせたくない。
アイト、
僕も一緒に漏らす。
Good, I hate that character. But it is true. Both Yuki and Naoya are both honest. Except Naoya is honest about his feelings, while that idiot is honest about his desire.
手を伸ばしても届かないのはなぜなんだろう。形より色より存在が愛しい。
This is where I loathe you. Oh, I loathe you so much. Despite that, I still think Naoya is a great character. From his abuse, honesty, misunderstanding, antics, personality, and motivation just makes him more likable. Hell, I'll be his best friend and defend the guy if I have to. Because he truly is a great guy, and I will defend him. Hell, I'll even go to jail for this guy if I have to. If only there was someone like Naoya in this real world. I guess we'll never know. Now let's talk about the voice behind Naoya. Because we have two rising stars in the voice acting community. For the original, it's the voice of many personalities, Junya Enoki. Not that Inaki, but he's still good. Check him out. One Piece Season 2.
悪い先生、たまに出てくんだ。やっぱこいつ有名なの？幅80センチしかないとはいえ、二人寝るのは決して不可能ではないはず。例えば、そう、筆枕とか。それがベスビオ火山の火山歴と溶岩によって、あっという間に壊滅したのは、紀元79年、8月24日のことだ。噴火時のままの姿で埋もれていたのが発掘された。次とかそういう話じゃないんだよ。今すぐ看板返してくれないか。頼む。あれは先輩から受け継いだすごく大事なもので。酔っ払いか。じゃあ俺はこれで。いえ、お構いなく。酒臭。はい、頑張ります。下田です。よろしくお願いします。神様がご自身で全てを作ってるわけじゃなかったんですね。余計なもの加えたら本来の味と香りが台無しだからな。で、なんで野田たちとつるんでるんだ？星、今日食堂も売店も行かなくて正解だよ。よく撮れてる。記念に僕も買ったった。能力値が低いのは事実だからね。ああ、ありがとうナギ。ただいま。ただいまエリーゼ。ありがとう。今日もこき使われたからな。それはきっとあいつのなすこと全部本気の魂で作っているからだ。は？何言ってんだよ。あれはなんかあすみから電話がかかってきてさ。聞いてくれ！魔人族が現れたんだ！お前ナグモンなのか？遠藤です。兄から。兄のことはすでに承知しておりますが。父上！やめてください！
And as for Naoya's dubbed voice, it's the artist Kevin D. Thelwell. If you can take the slow pacing, misunderstanding humor, harem protagonist, perverted humor, and physical abuse, then this is a great series to watch with your friends, girlfriend, or yourself. Listen, as much as I loathe this author, this series is truly remarkable, as it shows how ugly relationships can be. Whether you go through heartaches or misunderstandings, there are couples that go through all that and still love each other, which is why this series is great. If there's a series that I would say is a reason to watch if you're coming into anime or you're someone that's already been watching anime for quite some time, this is an anime I would say is a reason to watch. So check it out, whether through your local streaming services, here on YouTube, or other methods. Check it out and make your own opinion on it. Don't just take our word for it. Make your own. Thank you guys so much for watching the video, and if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing to the channel, turn on notifications, and leave a like on the video, as it helps us grow and try new things for the future. And to our subscribers, sorry for taking so long. As you must know, the boss started writing the script after coming back from Deepavali, so he didn't have a lot of time, and despite that, we managed to finish this video just before the end of the year. So, thank you so much for watching this video, and we promise you that next year we'll try to do more than just talk about anime. As we have told you before, we want to do more things, so next year we'll try to do more. I'm Sean. About bloody time.
Wish we could just escape.